So the worst day of my life. Um, so the worst day of my life consisted of me and my girlfriend. But before I get into that little background information about both of us, this is my first year in college at Fulton College, and she's the first year up in Cal State Fullerton. And we've been going out for about 3 years, ever since we were both sophomores in high school. And I would say we weren't the perfect couple, but we tried to be the best we can, be. We hardly ever fought. We got along very well. We trusted one another. But the thing I like most about both of us is that we both got along very well with our families. And it got to a point where I got along very well with her family that they were able to lend me a house key. And I was just really thankful and humbled by that. But I didn't start using the house key since this past summer, since we graduated, and I had it for about a year. And I remember every time I would not use the house key, every time I came over, her dad always jokingly threatened me, I think, saying, if you don't use this key, you won't be able to see my daughter, or you won't be able to come over anymore. And I was like, I'm not taking any chances. I'm going to start using this key now. So, worst day of my life was the second day of this school year. It was the second day for the both of us, and she called me up during her lunch break. And luckily for me, and fortunately for me, I was on break too. And she was like, hey, what's up? I miss you. I've had a really long and stressful day. I just want to, talk to you about my day. I don't want to hear about yours. And just kind of get my mind off everything right now. And I told her the same thing, I've had a long, stressful day. Because we all know how it's like here in the first week of the semester, taking like half an hour to find parking, or, people trying to add classes, and so many people here on campus, and everything was just so overwhelming. And she was like, oh yeah, I had a long, stressful day. I want to see what she's like. And she's like, oh, do you want to come over after you get out of class? And I was like, oh yeah, for sure. So she asked me the time. I got out, and I said 3:30. And she's like, okay, just come on over right after. So I went to class, and it being the second day of school and the first day of that class, it was syllabus day. So there really wasn't that much material for the professor to discuss on. So fortunately for us students, we got out an hour early. So I was like, heck yeah, it's going to be a good day. Got out early. I got to see my girlfriend. So I wanted to surprise her by not telling her that I got out of class early. And before I went over to her house, I went to the store to grab her ice cream. So after I grabbed her ice cream, I went straight to her house. Me using the house key, I walked in, I closed the door, and then I was just trying to find people who were home. I was asking for parents or siblings, whoever was home, but no one was replying, including her. So I just assumed that she was just sleeping, taking a nap upstairs. So as I went to the freezer and I was putting the ice cream into the freezer, I heard some noises, noises that were really weird and noises that I didn't want to believe. So the worst day of my life was when I walked in on my best friend and my girlfriend.
Aww.
And honestly, just walking in and just seeing that everything was just flowing within me, all these emotions. I was feeling frustrated and depressed, or whatever you're supposed to feel in that situation. And I was just like, are you freaking kidding me? Like my best friend and my girlfriend. I was like, oh my gosh. So. And I'm not the type of guy who would lash out to beat the shit out of my friend, or to slap her or whatever, or cuss her out or whatever. I know that I'm like a shy and humble guy, and I want to be the bigger person. So I just went straight downstairs and just waited for both of them to come downstairs. And I kindly just told my friend to leave, and obviously we're not friends anymore. But then I sat her down and I just wanted to ask her one question, was just how long? And she told me after we graduated. So after that, I was like, screw you. So I left. I just left the door. I left through the door, and then it took me about till the end of December, or towards the end of last semester, for me to get over this whole situation. But this whole time, the whole time process, although it sucked that someone cheated on me, but I also got some positive things about it. I realized that she's out of my life now, and that there's someone greater out there for me who would stay committed with me, and that I need to focus more on myself and my priorities with school. So although that feeling sucked, I got a lot of positive things about it. So, and that was the worst day of my life.